Guys, if you are looking for a unique, boozy, spicy fougere, this is it. Allow me to have the opportunity to introduce to you Épice Fern from the brand for the scent of it. Guys, this stuff is incredible and I cannot wait to share my experience and my thoughts with you, so stay tuned. Back, everybody. I appreciate you for hanging on in there. My name is Dave. This channel is all about grooming and fragrance. If you dig the vibe, subscribe, hit the like button and notification bell so you don't miss out on any future content. This brand, for the scent of it, I discovered late last year, November of 2021. I stumbled upon the brand thanks to Instagram. One of my followers follows the brand, posted something, I saw it. I really dug what he had to say about it, so I thought, hey, what the hell? And I jumped in. And let me tell you, my experiences with the brand, with the owner Michael, have been just phenomenal, okay? The owner Michael offers some amazing fragrances with incredible scent profiles, with a bit of intrigue and interest behind them, and that captivate people, that ask those questions that we love to hear, right? What are you wearing? They pique people's interest, and you know, that has been the same experience with this one here, the latest release, Épice Fern. So this one was released about 2 weeks ago, so it is a 2022 launch. This is going to run you $60 for 30 mils. And let me tell you something. Don't think price here. I'm telling you guys, this is high quality stuff for what you're paying. Michael's mission, right, is to have people smelling great without going too deep into their pocketbooks, without breaking the bank. You know, that's what Michael and his brand, that's what they're all about. And I'm even going to do something extra special for you guys. Toward the end of the video, I'm going to give you a little bit of an Easter egg for something that is on the horizon in the future that you could look forward to there. So, like I said, I purchased this one the day it was launched. I was so excited to get it, and I have just been in love with this. I'm telling you guys, if you like boozy, spicy fragrances and you were wishing or wanting that to be done in a fougere, Michael has captured that beautifully and perfectly within this bottle here. Now, I don't typically read you guys note breakdowns and stuff like that, so I'll be a nice guy. I'll put it somewhere up here, and I'll go through some of the notes that I experience and what they do and what they smell, so you guys can have an idea of what you can expect. So like I always do, I'm going to link for the scent of it, his information down below, so you guys could go right over to the Etsy. You could purchase your bottles, you could purchase your samples, do whatever you need to do. Let's talk about this phenomenal scent. But before we do that, I do want to let you know, if you are a tobacco lover, you need to check out the review that I did for Tobacco Pod by this brand. Fantastic tobacco fragrance. But now, enough of that. Let's get into the scent and what this smells like. Épice Fern. Let's do it. I am going to go right on skin. You guys probably know by now if you've been around. I don't really like testing things on paper in front of you guys because, to be honest with you, my skin is a great canvas for fragrance. And not only that, I almost never get the same experience off of paper as I do on skin. Now, this is my scent of the day today. I can honestly probably go through everything, you know, without spraying it, but hey, this is some of my favorite things to do, you know, spraying fragrance on my body. Maybe it's like, I don't know, pleasing for you guys to watch or something like that. So the fragrance here, so this one opens up very interesting, right? So you have two notes here that stick out the most, and that's mandarin and star anise. Now, star anise, for many people, maybe you're like me, star anise could be very polarizing. It's one of those things where if done right, you really appreciate it. If not, it could be one of those things, right? Star anise is known to have a black licorice sort of a smell to it while also being a little bit boozy. So what Michael has done here, at least to my nose, what he's done is he's removed some of those black licorice facets that you could say that comes with the star anise. Now, there you could smell it, it's there, but I get more of a boozy quality Then I do a black licorice quality. And that boozy quality does last throughout the entire life of the fragrance. And when you get into the deep, deep dry down, you're going to notice it, but not as prominent and potent as it is up at the top. Now, like I said, it's there. You're going to be able to notice it, but you're not going to smell like you've been tipping a few at the bar or anything like that. So don't get that impression at all. This is a very elegant, classy, and sophisticated formulation. So it's not going to be playful like that in this sense. Now, another thing about this fragrance is you have a bit of warmth that goes on here. So you have a 3-pepper blend with pink, white, and black pepper. You have amber here, so in cinnamon. So you definitely have a warm, spicy quality that you will definitely notice. The presence is there for sure and does last. Again, it's another one of those notes, that combination of warm spices that is going to last. So far we're getting boozy and warm spicy here. Now, in the heart of the fragrance, you're also going to notice this marriage between mint and lavender, a very unique combination of notes. And again, mint is another one of those notes, like star anise, can be very polarizing. If you guys are familiar with Nishane's Ege and Etat Libre d'Orange, their fragrance called You or Someone Like You, right? Those two fragrances have a very prominent mint note, or, smells like mint. This fragrance has the mint, as I said there, but it's not as powerful and prominent as those notes. And that's the thing. This is blended in such a way where you have nuances of different notes, but I found with my testing, today was my 4th wearing of this fragrance, and, test sprays in between that. I find that these notes aren't really competing with each other, like jockeying for position. Everything is blended very smoothly. And that's what I appreciate. You could really tell with every release that Michael's skill level, it was great to begin with, but now is getting better and better and better. And you could see that he's pushing the envelope and really pushing himself to become more familiar with different ingredients and just giving us better fragrances. And that's what we love about these small independent niche brands, right? So anyway, I digress a little bit. So we have that mint and we have that lavender. Now the lavender here is very, very interesting. Typically what we find with Fougere fragrances is lavender can have a soapy tendency, right? This has a mild soapy fragrance to it, a mild soapy scent to it, but this reminds me of the lavender essential oil that I actually use in my diffuser, because it's a cooling sensation and a cooling vibe that I get and I experience from that particular lavender essential oil. That's what I pick up here, because as I said, the mint and the lavender married together gives this cooling feel, almost like a cooling sensation or a nuance, because it's not cool to the touch on your skin. You're just going to smell it and think, wow, that smells cooling in a way, Now, as the fragrance develops even further along, you're going to notice some earthy qualities come in. There's patchouli, there's oak moss, you have this fresh cedarwood nuance that's going on here. You're also met with this beautiful sandalwood note. So you have a lot of woods here. You have oak moss, you have that patchouli, so you have that earthy quality. And yep, you can probably imagine that it definitely transports me to the outdoors. One of my favorite things that fragrances can do, because as you guys know, I've talked about it a bunch. I love going on nature walks. I love going on hikes. And when I experience the earthy qualities and nuances of this fragrance, that's exactly where it transports me. And that's my favorite thing about fragrance. And one of my favorite things about wearing these fragrances and talking about fragrances is especially when they transport me, when they do something to and for me. And that's what this fragrance does. So you have this earthy quality. And like I said, all along this travel of these different notes, you smell sophisticated and elegant, right? And in the base, there's more. There's a powdery touch, a slightly sweet powdery touch coming from that ambrette and tonka. You see, there's a lot of usual suspects when we're talking about this Fougere in comparisons to many Fougeres that are on the market. So you have your lavender, you have your patchouli, you have your tonka bean, you have your sandalwood here, right? So you have a lot of things that are commonly associated with Fougere fragrances. And as I said, what makes this different is the warm, spicy quality, is that boozy facet, right? The earthy, you could smell the earthiness that we miss, right? We miss that oak moss smell that we love, that we crave. We miss that from our old school Fougeres. Well, this one captures that essence beautifully and perfectly. So I guess you could say that is a nod to classic Fougere style, you know, French perfumery done here, and done very well. But now, I love to compare things to you, or I love to compare fragrances for you guys, and, you know, to kind of give you a better idea. But I can confidently tell you, with this being now my 16th Fougere in my collection, this does not remind me of any Fougere that I own. Those two fragrances that I mentioned previously from Nishane and Hacivat, those were just reference points where I was talking about one particular note. This fragrance does not smell like any of those. So if you appreciate boozy, warm, spicy fragrances, and you love earthy fragrances as well, you must try this. You must check this out. If you are a Fougere lover and you love your Fougere fragrances and you find this to be very interesting, you have to check this out. You have nothing to lose. You guys are not going to be stuck with full bottles or anything like that. He has samples that he offers. So I definitely encourage you guys, check out his website, check out his samples. Michael is doing killer things at For the Scent of It, and this brand has so much to offer. Before I get into that Easter egg that I was talking about, this one I would recommend wearing. So when we're talking about occasions, I would say formal, you know, you want to dress up, at least have a polo and khakis on, all the way up to a suit and tie. For formal events, this is going to shine. This is great for an office scent. If you're out there, you're looking for an office signature scent, maybe you missed my video on office signature scents, but this one wasn't launched then and definitely would have fit in that video perfectly. But yeah, dressed up, this is going to have you smelling great. As far as performance goes, you can expect, well, at least on my skin, I should speak for, and not yours. On my skin, I've been getting anywhere from 7 to 8 hours before it starts sitting very close to the skin, but it is there. So you can expect the fragrance to last a lot longer, but for the sake of this review, I feel comfortable saying 7 to 8 hours. It's not a room filler. This isn't a beast. This isn't going to grab people's attention from, you know, several feet away or anything crazy like that, but it's going to get you noticed. As you approach people and you're walking by people, you're leaving a beautiful, intoxicating trail, whereas people are going to want to ask you, you know, what you're wearing and things like that. It's what happened to me. This is my 4th wearing of this fragrance, and that's what happened to me when I was in my office. Each time I wore this, I was getting different reactions from different people, and they were all positive. And it was people wanting to know what I was wearing because I smelled so good. So I was able to talk to people about Épice Fern, and yeah, I just think this stuff is just so great. Like I said, guys, it's masculine, it's elegant, it's very sophisticated, and one that you could really wear year round. Now, when it gets hot outside, because the earthy tones and the warm, spicy tones and everything like that I had mentioned, I would say this isn't going to be one where you want to wear out and about in the daytime, unless you know, for the summer, unless you know that you are going to be in a temperature controlled environment. If you guys are going to be in the AC, definitely pull this out for warmer temperatures if you would like. But truly, this is going to shine right now in the spring, the fall, and the winter. Those are going to be the 3 primary seasons. And again, summer for those controlled environments, also controlled temperature environments, also for summer nights. So if you were taking somebody out on a date and you wanted to smell, you know, sophisticated, mature, a little bit grown up, this is going to be a perfect one for you guys. So definitely check this out. Check out many offerings, other offerings from the brand there. I just can't say enough great things about this brand and what Michael is doing there. And you guys are going to see something very special coming down the road soon. I'll just tell you 3 things, and then I'm not going to say any more after that. Oud, coffee, and rose. That's all I'm going to say about that. I want to say more, but that's all I'm going to say about that for now. So do me a favor, go check this out. Links are down below. Definitely get you guys a sample pack and smell all of his beautiful creations. Like I said, you want to stand out, you want to smell unique. For the Scent of It, Michael has got you covered. Let him know that I sent you there. That would mean a lot to me as well. Guys, I love you very much, and thank you for always taking that time out of your day to spend some time with me. I really do appreciate that. And until next time, guys, love each other, take care of each other, and respect everyone. I love you guys. Take care. I'll see you soon. Peace.